Impact Vietnam Virtual 2021 Day 2. Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to warmly welcome all of you to MMA Impact Vietnam 2021. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank all of you for being here with us today. We've been through exciting day 1, and I believe that you get a lot of up-to-date information that you may wait for. And now please share day 2 with us as more insightful information is coming. My name is Yang and I'm very happy to be your MC today. And I really need your help to keep the energy high. So first, don't forget to check in and post on Twitter, Instagram or Facebook using the hashtag MMAI2021. And second, be ready with your coffee or your drink, and do not forget to explore our partners booth or interact with all the attendees in the lounge area, and we are waiting for you there. And the program is also live streamed on the MMA fanpage. Please do share and like to have more friends joining with you. Once again, thank you so much and welcome all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin this program, I would like to invite Mr. Greg Stewart, CEO Global MMA, for the opening remark, and please together welcoming him on the screen.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Greg Stewart. I am the CEO of MMA globally, and I appreciate your invite this morning to share just some of my thoughts with you on the MMA and the state of our industry. But first off, I want to say, congratulations to Jessica and Rohit for what is another very successful event here at Impact Vietnam 2021. Listen, there's so much more that I could say about the times that we're living in. I'm sorry that I'm not able to be there in person. I do hope that your families are safe and healthy and continue to be through what is this most unusual of times for the entire world together. It's also kind of a bit of a metaphor for a trade body and the work that we do together to come to solve a particular problem, maybe not as big as what the world's experiencing right now, but for our careers and our businesses, nonetheless important and valuable to us. With this, I do want to also say a special thank you to the chairs of MMA Vietnam, if I can get this right, Douglas Kuhl and Dai Nguyen, for your support and help with MMA and leadership there. I know you all have done a great job, and MMA Vietnam has continued to be one of MMA's strongest countries. So thank you for your effort and support. But Rohit thought it'd be helpful for me to share some perspective on the MMA and some of the programs and work that we're doing. And so I'll just take hopefully 5 minutes, not too much more than that today, to give that to you. I will say that if you don't have this perspective, MMA has been on one heck of a run lately, if I can use that phrase. Last year was the best year ever for the MMA, and this, unusually enough, and this year is likely to be even, if not equal, better than ever, and might be even the best year the MMA's ever had in the 10 years that I've been here running it, and maybe in its total 15, 18-year history. But some of I'd sort of identified that if you don't know, MMA now is a team of 85 staff team around the world in 15 countries. We have nearly tripled the revenue of MMA since I arrived, which is about the time that Rohit, I think, got here just a little bit before me. So it's really been he and I sort of doing that. And I think that the powerful, unique governance of membership that we built, just in the US alone, of the boards that I run, I have 85 marketers and 40 plus of them are CMOs of what are major businesses. And if you're not aware, the global chair of the MMA is Deborah Wall, who's the CMO of General Motors. And so if you had told me 10 years ago that we would develop the program and governance and boards that would attract someone of her stature to lean in, not just be on the board, but to lean in and take leadership with us, I don't know that I would have believed you, by the way, quite frankly, from where we come from. So, and by the way, I will say that we've only really just begun. I did tell the global board here this last year that I believe we will double the MMA in the next 5 years. So now is really our time, no question about that. Now, I did want to focus a little bit on just on a very top line basis, some of the incredible work that MMA Global does. If you understand the structure, certainly Rohit and Jessica and team are doing great work locally. We're trying to do equally amazing, but longer term kind of insightful work on a global basis. So what you see evidence in the marketing attribution think tank called MAT, that MMA has been running now for 5 years. Over the course of that 5-year period, the application of multi-touch attribution, one of the biggest drivers within MAT, or one of the biggest theses of that, is people-based measurement. In the US, at least in a recent survey, has doubled in usage. There's no question about it. Multi-touch attribution is the measurement tool of the future. I don't know how many of you know, I actually helped co-found, in essence, multi-touch attribution. At least the inventor was Rex Briggs. I was more the rich uncle that funded him and his work and investigation into doing this sort of singular people-based measurement. But also, too, this last year led to the development of OBM2, or Outcomes-Based Marketing 2.0, which is revolutionary in how we think about building growth. And if you're not familiar with that work, I strongly encourage you to look at it. This may not translate, but it's applying the principles of Moneyball, which is basically beta distribution for those statistical oriented people out there. And it's revolutionary in how it thinks. It basically says not all customers is equal. How do we define that sort of unequalness and target those that are most valuable to us? So much more around that we could share. If you're interested in getting a preview of some of that work from some of the people who actually developed it, I really feel free to do that. Reach out to me. Also, as you noticed this year, we launched the Data Think Tank, or DAT, as we call it. That's really fixated on a complement to really marketing attribution. In some regards, we should have called that the Customer Experience Think Tank, because really where the world's moving is around sort of boosting experiences. That is the marketing strategy of the future. It's not as important to brand, not to say the brand isn't important, but that's not nearly as much. But I would say, and I'll kind of close with this, that our most revolutionary work truly is in what we call MOST, or Marketing Org Structure Think Tank. That work is revolutionary. And just to give you a quick glimmer of it, basically, we can now tie marketing organization capability fit to strategy. And when you quantify that, you can tie it to financial performance. The MMA can now tell you, what does a winning marketing org look like? And what does a lagging marketing org look like? And it's within that work, too, that has really proven to us that the companies who are financially doing the best are those who are pushing a customer experience strategy as a part of what they're doing. So again, there's so much more I could say here. I don't really have enough time to do all that this morning, but I did want to thank you. I appreciate your support in our journey to really architect the future of marketing. As I often say, we're here to really sort of help build marketers with marketing. And so we have so much more fundamental and foundational work to do. And I really feel like we've just started. I've been here 10 years. I can totally see us doing another 10 years in the path that we're going. So with that, Jessica, Rohit, and the rest of the Vietnam MMA board, thank you for your support. And I encourage you to have a great show. Be well, everyone.
Thank you so much for your opening remark. Come from representative of MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we move to another session. That is a presentation come from Dr. New Morgan with the topic, how marketing organizations can drive growth.